Hi guys, welcome to Capital Trends, your home of trending events. It's your host King Wanyama, and today we want to dive straight into this issue of the solicitor himself, the barrister, Dr. Miguna Miguna, who has reached out to advise the Kenya Kwanza government. Yeah, so Miguna Miguna in his tweet today, and let me quickly just put up the tweet so we can read it together. Wrote and said, "My unsolicited advice to Kenya Kwanza, President William Ruto and Deputy Rigathi Gachagua. Pull back, listen to Kenyans. Withdraw the Finance Bill 2023. Postpone the implementation of the housing levy. Return to the drawing board. Hire new independent and truthful advisors. Reshuffle your communications team and hire 2 or 3 fresh faces. Don't rely on the yes men and yes women. Don't be defensive. Don't argue with the people. Stop entrenching the perception that you are only hiring exclusively from 2 ethnic groups. Stop hiring and recycling incompetent failures and graft-riddled conmen. The reckless talk about 2 shareholders in the country of 50 million people is political suicide. Mwai Kibaki was elected with 68% of votes but was defeated in a referendum 2 years later. Conman Raila Odinga is gaining popularity, because many of the senior government officials you have appointed are failing to engage Kenyans in a transparent, respectful, and accountable manner. Urgently address the issues of high cost of living, corruption, and tribalism. We must stop the downward spiral and steady the ship. Time is now." Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Miguna Miguna is in line with what we at Capital Trends have been seeing as a trend, because even today, as you look at the Kenya Kwanza, the cracks are widening, because even just recently, an MP in Kikuyu reached out to her people, on the ground, asked them, this is MP Wamuchomba, who asked them if she should actually go and vote for the bill or reject the bill. And the people outrightly told Wamuchomba, go and reject that, and rest assured you will see when they're going to do the voting, Wamuchomba, the MP, is going to actually vote against that bill, which means even inside the Kenya Kwanza itself, the cracks are starting to show, and this is exactly too early. What we see as a trend from Capital Trends is perhaps in the near future, Kenya Kwanza is going to become so weak as the opposition, that is the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, gaining popularity, which means it is a threat for Kenya Kwanza, especially in the 2027 race. Okay, now what should the Kenya Kwanza do? At Capital Trends, this is exactly what we feel the Kenya Kwanza Brigade should do. Now, one of the things should be the Kenya Kwanza Brigade, or His Excellency President William Ruto, should, as a matter of fact, stop all the international trips for him and even for his brigade, such that if they have any meetings, let them, all those people that need to meet with him, even come to him, or if possible, let them have virtual meetings. That means they are going to cut a lot of expenses, which incurs the cost of traveling, the cost of, upkeep, the per diems, and so on and so forth. This is going to highly make the government save a lot, and President William Ruto won't have to tax Kenyans so heavily. Now, rest assured, there has never been a country ever that taxed itself into prosperity. So that means it is either His Excellency the President having wrong advisors around him, or he's just being ignorant, or for some reason, perhaps he is paying back for something maybe Kenyans did to him. No one knows that. But our message to His Excellency from Capital Trends is stop all your international trips for you and your brigade, and you will see how that is going to turn around for you. The second advice that we can give His Excellency the President is in as much as he's going to stop all the international trips, let him as well stop hosting government officials in Naivasha, Mombasa, and in all those places in the name of having planning meetings. Yeah, and let him host them in either at the State House or in Parliament buildings. This is exactly going to save a lot of costs for the country, because this is unnecessary expenditure at such a time as this, when the country is struggling with debts, the country is struggling with people having a very high standard of, standard of living. People are complaining there's no food. As we speak right now, there are people who are not even in schools. The health sector has gone down. As we speak, even our counties are threatening to shut down. And you're telling us that you want to host the government officials in Naivasha, giving them per diems and let them enjoy. And you come claiming that now you're here and you have the best interests of the people at heart. Come on, His Excellency should rethink about this. Okay. And I think the third thing that we advise the president from Capital Trends, and I hope you would agree as well, is, fire all the 50 CISs. We don't need them right now. What are they going to do that is going to bring down the cost of living? Mr. President, at Capital Trends, we have seen this trend, and even other people have spoken about it, like Dr. Miguna Miguna has reached out, though he said it is unsolicited. We have seen this coming to pass, that at the end of the day, those people who are singing hallelujah around you are the same people who are going to backbite you, are the same people who are going to stand aside and watch you as you fall. So, the earlier, the better. Please turn around and listen to Kenyans, as Dr. Miguna Miguna is telling you, up front, and as even the professionals are telling you, because how are you expecting that you're going to run the government when the public trade unions are threatening to riot or to go to the streets, when the opposition is threatening to go back to the streets, because as we speak, the bipartisan talks have already been brought to a halt? Gentlemen, from Capital Trends, we see a trend that is going to bring down His Excellency. And if you have your own views, if you have your own maybe opinions, you can chat them down below on the chat section, so we can have a look at them and comment maybe in our coming videos. Otherwise, thank you so much. It's your host, King Wanyama, once again. Please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and like this video, share it and let it go wide and let it go viral. And please hit the notification bell so that every time we post any of our videos from Capital Trends, you're the first to receive them. Otherwise, bye-bye for now and cheers.